program. And I'm here to speak to you about some of the very fundamental things about IIPM, which most probably you all know. I was very fortunate that I could study in German Democratic Republic, East Germany, which today no more exists. And I could see there, despite many limitations of the Soviet regime, and East Germany was part of that Soviet empire. It had many limitations, like there was no freedom of speech, there was no freedom of writing, but it had one great thing, at least what I witnessed living there for more than 12 years, that it was really committed to the welfare of the people in economic terms. Many of you do not know that when East Germany broke up and became part of West Germany, East Germany's living standard was, say, maybe 30% less of West Germany. But it was at par with the living standard of Great Britain at that time. And this I am saying not only on the basis of first-hand knowledge, but also on the basis of Western literature. And East Germany was that agricultural part of Germany, not the industrial part of Germany. When the Soviet Army entered, they were merciless, and they had no stake in the East German industry. West German industries were owned by multinationals, now by the British, by the Americans also. Therefore, when they entered from the West Germany, they spared the factories. They destroyed the residential areas, but the industry was more or less intact. And after the victory, Soviet Union demanded repatriation and they took away whatever East Germany had. West Germany, on the other hand, was aided by martial aid. And therefore, if you look at the growth rate of West Germany and East Germany, there is absolutely no comparison in this sense. West Germany started from the scratch. If West Germany had already an industrial base, aided, helped by Western world, and therefore there is no wonder that West Germany, in terms of living standard, was far ahead of East Germany. But at the same time, we should not be telling the truth. If East Germany is described as a very backward economy, it was not. The living standard of East Germany was comparable to Great Britain at that time. And that they did because their growth rate was much more, though West Germany's growth rate was also post-World War, a one-earth world. And East Germany contributed to it to some extent. Now, at that time, after World War II, whenever the French or British workers wanted 3%, 5% increase in wages, they had to strike 3 months, 6 months. Then they were gradually given. In contrast, West German Union of Workers just gave a warning that they were going to strike. And West German workers were given an increase of 11%, 12% in wages. And that was because of the political rivalry between East Germany and West Germany. West Germany could not afford any loss in industrial production. And the contrast is to be noted that West German workers easily got 12%, 14%, I noticed it. I was just at that time in East Germany. So in that way, the rivalry between the East and West contributed to welfare state in Western Europe. Now, welfare state in Western Europe was built in competition with the Soviet Union and the Soviet Empire. The kind of social security that they allowed the people, and West Europe has no other alternative but to compete to prove their ideological superiority. But then the point is, when I studied in East Germany, after finishing my study, I was also economic advisor of a regional planning commission in East Germany. I attended the meeting. I was very privileged because normally foreigners are not allowed. But because my professor was the head of the research division of East German Planning Commission, he put me there. And I could see in the discussions in the committee meeting how they were discussing very sincerely about different groups of people and those who were at the bottom. And because they were at the bottom, they were planning their increase in consumption at the highest rate. Those who were at the bottom, they were being given highest rate of increase in wages. And that they were planning. What is happening in India today? Those who are at the bottom, they do not get even 1%. Those who are at the top, they get unlimited. And we in the middle class and upper middle class, we get 15%. Our growth rate is 7-8%. And if we 20% at the top get 15%, and naturally, hardly anything is left for the people at the bottom. Now, therefore, what we are having in India today, now we had 3.5% growth rate, practically 1.5% after 2% increase in population. At that time, people at the bottom did not get, and they were given hope. It could somehow be said, well, it is accepted, the transitional period. But when we are talking of growth rate of 9%, and it will be possible because of globalization, and we still have people who are not getting their due share. If today people die before they are 42, and 17% of Indians die before they are 42, our average living is around 65, life expectation. And 17% of more than 100 crores means about 17 crores. And those people die only because we at the top, actually we upper middle class don't live 65, we live 75, 80. I am 72 today. And because we live 75, 80, therefore they live and they die at the age of 42. And this is the real truth about India and Indian economy. And when I studied national economic planning in East Germany, I attended the meetings in the regional planning commission. I came back to India and I had the experience of Hindustan Liver and Jagat Institute and IIPM Bangalore. I could easily draw the conclusion that the planning that we have is a device to transfer the money from the bottom of the people to the private sector. And therefore today's private sector has grown and grown and grown to such an extent. Officially, no, I will not name the industrial houses, it will not be fair. But when there is a shift in the rich state, they are much, much more richer than Bill Gates on number one. Because they command not only white money, they command black money. and the wealth that is ascribed to them is in terms of white money. And if they have 35 billion, it is actually more than 70 billion. And if you consider the purchasing power parity, that 70 billion becomes 420 billion. And in a corrupt country like India, where you can purchase anybody and everyone, the power of that money is unlimited. Bill Gates cannot imagine he can play with the American political economic power. But our industrialists at the top, they are ruling the country. Politicians are just some fake dolls to deceive the middle class and the poor. And this is the difference when you have competitive capitalism and crony capitalism. We have right now a crony capitalism in India. Our industrial houses are powerful, unlimited, infinitely powerful, compared with any developed countries, competing powerhouses. And in that situation, we have to decide, what we shall do, on what side of the people we shall be. Shall we be on the side of the 50 industrial houses, and we 20% will serve them at the cost of the people, or we shall side with the bottom 70%. And depending on your choice, the growth of the country and the direction of growth will be decided 25 years from now. If we side with the people, we give the power, purchasing power to the people at the bottom, our growth rate would be not 8-9%, but 14%. And you'll be surprised to know, in the very first advertisement of the Institute, we spoke two things. One, that our course is superior to MBA courses prescribed by the ministry, and it has wider coverage because we try to teach our people macroeconomics as an additional paper. Therefore, our MBA course or MBA, whatever exists in India at that time, plus MA in economics with special papers in national economic planning. And that is the, intellectual leadership and commitment to the people that we had right in the beginning. And today, when we observe that the power has shifted from Atlantic to Pacific, we welcome it, we are proud of it. India has a role to play in spite of all limitations of a dynastic democracy. I don't call India a democracy. Frankly speaking, I should not do justice to the people of India unless I describe it as dynastic democracy. Now, despite this dynastic democracy, we are fortunate because of the globalization to play a role, but we are also contributing to the power shift from the Atlantic to the Pacific. And India is very fortunate in spite of all these limitations. We have our Supreme Court, we have our media, despite all these limitations, it's a free media. We are free in conducting intellectual discourses, that I can stand here and tell anything about the present regime and I am not arrested. This was not the case in the Soviet Union. This is not the case in China. This was not the case in Asia. I remember participating in seminars there, and whatever I spoke, it was wiped out from the seminars for killings, because I did not have unlimited praise for them. I pointed out certain deficiencies which they did not like, so it was not mentioned in the proceedings of the seminar. In India, it is not the case. And therefore, that shift of economic power from the Atlantic to Pacific, that also finds expression in our institution of prizes comparable to Nobel Prize. We have started this year by declaring prize in literature of the total value of 1.2 million euros. Nobel Prize worth is 1.1 million euros. And therefore, we have started with one prize in literature, which has soon introduced also prize in economics, in management, where there is no prize of the Nobel Prize, and also in peace prize. We shall see to it that Obama is not regarded as the angel of peace when he commits genocide in Afghanistan. It is simply not acceptable. And therefore, we shall participate in the intellectual discourse of literature. We shall co-decide what is literature and what is good literature. We shall decide what is economics. 3 persons have been awarded Nobel Prize in Economics this year. Why? Just because of capitalism is facing crisis, they are trying to say it is not of much importance. Now, if we have 50 million unemployed people in the Western world, we have also vacancies in the Western world. That is the question of matching the unemployment with the vacancies that exist. It is not the distortion of truth. Against 50 million vacancies, we may not have even half a million. Against 50 million unemployed people, we may not have even half a million vacancies. And by distorting the truth in the name of research, they are trying to hide the weaknesses of the capitalist system. This system can also be reformed, can also achieve that we don't have unemployment of that scale. We don't have something called unemployment benefit. That is not a life to dignity. Everybody's person will have employment, and the basic social security, which West has, but still with many limitations. And that system can be improved. That system is not be unreal capitalism. It could be a combination of free market advantages and regulations, which are very necessary, and coordination, which we call planning, and that in the interest of the people everywhere. And therefore, our Nobel Prize in Economics and Future, we are calling it people's economics. Because right now the economics is not people's economics. In fact, it is not economics at all. It is econometrics. Now, various statistical models to make fool of people and to have a gloss over economics, which is not really economics. And therefore, intellectual discourse will be decided along with the West by us in Asia. We shall be the co-decision maker. We shall co-decide what is human. We shall co-decide what is good literature. And we shall decide who is contributing to peace. Kissinger, Obama, or maybe some lady called Roma in Manipur, who is protesting as 10 years by fasting against the draconian Army Act, which is not part of democracy. It's a part of democracy. And they are doing it in the East India, they are doing it in many other parts, and our media, unfortunately, do not expose it, because media, you will be surprised to know our research tells, mostly controlled electronic and also print media by our industrial houses. Even the courts are controlled by them. I shall give you one example. One industrial house has instituted a case against us that we have taken a wrong picture about that industrial house. So a case of contempt against us. When we wanted to engage a lawyer at the High Court level, believe me, we could not get from the top 15 anyone. Because all those top 15 were paid as retainers by that house. So we could get, after first 15, maybe 21st. Because another 15, in the court when they come, they don't have one lawyer. That 5 people represent that house. So after that 21st one could be our lawyer. And that is the case with that industrial house. And that must be the case with the other 10 top industrial houses. They have purchased the court. They have purchased the High Court. They have purchased the legal challenge. They have purchased the legal challenge even up to the extent of Supreme Court. And we know from personal knowledge, even Supreme Court can be managed. And that is why I am calling that we have an apparent democracy with some benefits, of course. But we are living in a democracy of dynasties at the central level, at the regional level. Everybody, every criminal politician lands on is your region. And that way the dynasty is continuing. Now we must fight against that kind of democracy. We must try to have true democracy in India on the side of the people. We must make our courts free and not subservient to the industrial houses, which our courts are today. I have this knowledge at the age of 72. Not when I was 62, I thought courts are at least independent. And today I know it is not. Courts are also subservient to the top 10 industrial houses and the top dynasties to manipulate. There is something like management of court, which should be taught also for us, if we want to teach them proper and not hide. Our institute is very fortunate to initiate that kind of a discourse, that kind of a new direction in the intellectual field, which signifies the shift of economic power from Atlantic to the Pacific, and this shift must be backed by an intellectual shift from the west to the east. And our institute claims that we are trying to provide that kind of a leadership. And you are most welcome to join this effort of ours. I am very, very happy to see you all here. I am sure that you will help us grow in the right direction. Thank you all.